Good afternoon. Welcome to Save with Crypto. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Save with Crypto, and I'm very pleased to say that I'm here today with my friend and colleague Maff. Hello, Maff.
Hello, hello.
All
Very
right.
pleased to say that I'm here as well.
Okay.
Or something. Oh God, I
Excellent.
need to work on that, don't I?
Uh, well, there's plenty of time. I'm sure it's not a it's not a 12 series run, the 12 episode run. I suppose with the BBC, that's what you'd have to do, wouldn't it? You'd score the contract to do like 12 episodes, and you'd have to give it your all, and then if you were rubbish, that'd be it. Your show's cancelled. I
Well,
suppose.
I don't know. Yeah, they do that with some shows, don't they? But if it's something like Doctor Who, they seem to just keep it going, just keep on. It becomes a zombified thing that they just keep prodding and come on another season. When
I,
it's
I
way past its best,
I actually think wasn't there only initially there was supposed to only ever be 10 doctors, wasn't there?
I think it's 12, isn't it? But yeah,
Okay, so yeah,
I
and
don't.
is that how Bitcoin's going to be? 21 million, just sort of, mine all them and think, oh, hang on.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's the thing. It's software ultimately. So as long as there's will to just extend it and for another run for another 21 million,
Yeah,
why not? That's kind of the scary thing about it. It's all this. Well, it's mathematically built in, but it would just take enough miners. Is it? Well, I suppose the thingamajigs, isn't it? The
quantum
node
thing.
runners and
Oh,
so on um, to vote yay, and off it goes. It's got a whole new season.
yeah, I mean, my brother-in-law is convinced they will turn it off, whoever they are. But
Who is they? Well,
who is
oh,
they?
as in just well, they'd have to switch off the internet, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah, that's a they, as in, they say that this happens, and but yeah, it is like I did explain it is that would be like turning off the internet, which is could happen, but well, they can't really, can it? I think
Well,
it's started, so it'll begin,
it's just decentralized by design, I guess.
yeah. Anyway, so the price of Bitcoin, yeah, that did have a little bit of a dump overnight, didn't it?
Yeah, took a bit of a tumble. Yeah.
Bit of a tumble, as you say. Indeed. Let's just pop on Quadzilla, which is our indicator that we have, which shows you lots of things. But I must admit, at the moment, I would love to see. I would love to see some retracement lines and things. Actually, what you can see here is all those monthly and weekly pivots that I put in. Maybe if I get a clean chart, that might make more sense. Okay. All right. So you can see here what Quadzilla does is. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Actually, I hope I don't.
Oh,
Um,
go for it. Yeah, just
it's one of
run by
those
it.
ones. It's not quite there. It's just the sort of annoying tickle in me
Oh, that's
nostrils.
horrible. Yeah.
I know. And you kind of like, I know it's going to happen in about 20 minutes, and it'll be violent. Anyway, so what Quadzilla does, I mean, this is, for example, on the 1 hour time frame, well, it does lots of things, but one of the things it does rather well is put in these like retracement levels here. So basically, when that one happens there, you see the price go up, and it went up, up, and up, and up, and then came back down on October the 10th and completed that retracement there. And it keeps doing this. That's a bullish one, which means it's going to go up. This is a bearish one, which means it's going to go down, then go back up. And then we had like a bullish one here, which means that's going to go up. That's going to come down again. So the last one we saw on the 1 hour time frame was this one here. Now that actually was actually a bullish one, wasn't it? Where it basically went up and it came down quite quickly. So it kind of completed the first two steps of it, and now it's come back down. But at some point, we will expect it to come back here and complete that third step. But I don't know. What do you think? I haven't. I know you posted in the Discord this morning, but
Yeah. There's a whole series of charts in there where
oh, is there?
each one I was kind of alternating between bullish and bearish. sort of looking on one time frame and thinking, just this looks amazing. It's only up from here, and then trying to consider the downside, but failing to do so. And then the next time frame, it is, it's just, oh God, it's all over, And then I looked at another time frame. I think at the 2 hour, and that actually looked decidedly rosy. So then I was feeling better again about the whole thing.
Okay.
But I'll cover a bunch of that, and it will be an emotional roller coaster, just to forewarn people.
I mean, at the moment, I am just looking back to like June, and there is this bullish retracement level here. Now, these do stop drawing after a little while, and that is it's basically a technical limitation of TradingView, unfortunately, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is, but it's also one of those things. It's probably not such a bad thing. Otherwise, the entire screen would fill with horizontal lines.
That is true, yeah. But to me, this one here, that actually looks like that did complete there. So
yeah, it looks that way. So yeah.
So I would say
that
that
actually a wick down on that one. Can't quite see.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to put I've obviously turned off my numbers at some point. I can't seem to get them to come back. But if I was to pop in a array type thing there.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Wow! Yeah, it touched it
perfectly. Look at that!
Whoa! Oh, ought to celebrate that.
Bloody amazing.
We need like a soundboard thing. Just play some applause.
Hang on. There might be something. How about this?
Perfect. Yeah.
There's a few there. There's this one here as well. What I should have done before that, I should have gone. You see, and then
Oh, in fact, you know what, that perfectly announced the arrival of Wizard of Alt.
Oh, did it?
Chat.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Well, pleased you're here. The Wizard of Alt. That was completely inappropriate. What's this one? Punch. Doesn't do anything. Oh, okay.
I thought for a minute maybe that was throwing a punch. But
I think it is actually.
Then it's an actual punch. Oh, no, sorry, not throwing, but pulling a punch.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. So it didn't hit. Anyway, whatever.
I shall stop messing around, and because probably people like really kind of panicking and sort of relying on us to sort of, ease their worries. So that did complete. Okay, so in that case, I'm not that worried about the 103 kind of thing. I could look on higher time frames and really panic myself, but I'll probably leave that up to you actually. What I was also going to mention as well is if you've been in our Discord or you've been following us on Twitter or anything like that, or even YouTube actually, I was talking about this token called ZoidPay here, and I was looking at this. I was looking at this on the 1 minute time frame, basically because it's been in a terrible state. It's kind of lost about 99% of its value over the past 2 years. But it looks like the company are starting to do something at long last. However, they're not very quick at doing things, so don't expect it to go up like a rocket, but it might do. Anyway, I was talking about this in a video the other day. I think it was I don't know. It was around about 3 something. Yeah, it was around about here actually. And I was saying keep an eye on this, because I think it might go up, and boom, since then it went up like 163%, which is really nice. Yeah. Now I did a video the other day, and I basically just the only place you can buy it is KuCoin, or you can get it on like Multiverse X type things with X exchange and X portal. It is a bit like
that popular exchange.
Yeah, I actually had a look how popular it is. God, it's terrifying. Actually, it's like
not.
You compare it with things like Solana, and it's just like insignificant and like and you compare it with
so sad. I know we kind of lamented this on the Friday live stream, I think, didn't we? But just it's incredibly sad. It makes me angry. So angry. The angry consumer about just how they, with Elrond and so on, Multiverse X and obviously X Exchange and so on, they just utterly just fumbled the ball on that. They were within sight of the goal line.
Yeah,
Just dropped it.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
and timing was awful. Everything's awful. And even now, all their announcements about, oh, we're going to have a governance vote to vote on the future of the tokenomics. It's like, and to encourage builders. What about actually encouraging people to actually use the bloody thing?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
People aren't going to build stuff on your chain if like if no one's there. It's like pointless. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, so it's not hard to buy, but it's not that easy. I mean, you can get it on KuCoin, but the KuCoin liquidity is absolutely abysmal. There's just nothing on there. It's got the KuCoin has this like ST tag, which means special treatment, which isn't special as in red carpet, special as in and,
YouTube is now shadow banned us.
Sorry, I just got out of the bath. Actually, I was a bit hot actually, and probably not thinking straight.
The heat has gone to your brain, obviously.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. All right, ignore the last 3 minutes. I didn't say that anyway, but. Yeah, the liquidity on KuCoin is really shocking. I mean, I did try and do like limit orders around here, only with like a couple of $100, and it was like you just wouldn't fill at all. So I ended up doing like a market order, and literally just like doing like a $500 market buy. The price would go up like sort of 2 or 3%. Just with my buy, it was like ridiculous.
You sort of nudged it with your elbow.
It's literally like that. Now the thing is, I know somebody. I'm not going to say who it is, but I know someone who is a bit of a whale in this token.
It's a bit rude.
Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? Yeah, but he has like a bunch of mates, and they're basically like, they're trying to get a lot of this stuff, and they are kind of. They are manipulating it, sort of thing, and sort of buying at strategic times and stuff, So this pump I actually knew about. Actually, the weird thing is though, is with Quadzilla, right? I did a video on Saturday, I think it was. Price was about here, and I was saying like, no, I think it had gone up actually. It was up here actually. It was up here, saying like, right, if you feel like you've missed the boat, get Quadzilla, right? Because there's this retracement level here. And I looked at the stats that you can do with this. I won't do it now, but it was about 91% that the price would come back here.
Yeah.
And I must admit at the time, and also me knowing what was going on, I was thinking like, will it really actually do that? Because
will it just keep? Yeah, because the pattern is like it's going to keep, or was there like it's just going to keep on going up, isn't it? Just steady upward.
Yeah. And and you can see why. I mean, I know within the ZoidPay community, there was a lot of people who were getting very excited. And basically, we've had like 3 years of absolute crap, with this thing. And now it's actually showing signs of life, so people are getting quite excited again. And, there's a possibility the app might come out before Christmas, so they're all very excited. So you'd think that everyone would just keep buying. But obviously, markets work like markets. And, it gets to a round figure like 0.009, people actually think, oh well, I've actually just made 20%. I mean, if you'd bought this at the all-time low back in August, you're up about 3,000% now.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that is looking very bullish the way it is there, especially if it is, because it's clearly just kind of bounced off that retracement level, and of course it's a bullish retracement level, so it is. I think it was within a pixel.
I know. That's the annoying thing, and I don't quite get what that little red blob is there.
Oh, is it? Oh, is that just that's not just drawn in, is it?
Oh, it's a candle. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So why the hell does that?
Oh, just above it. I guess major sell-off, isn't it? Just the price. The chart couldn't keep up, essentially.
Oh, I see. So it actually happens.
Yes, like on 32nd, it would be drawn in. But again, in fact, it was an adjacent pixel.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
That's a 30-second. Hang on.
That was a big sell, whatever happened there. So talk about just moderate sort of buys or sells just kind of affect the market.
That
That's
was
evidence of it, isn't it? The
that
low
was
liquidity.
yeah, that was
Low liquidity. But I think if that level can hold, then that should be a very nice platform to just leap away from and keep going up. And it's also kind of bull flagging out, isn't it?
it is,
So
yeah,
that overall
yeah,
looks good, I think.
yeah. I mean, this is the 1 minute time frame, but I still think it's relevant now, because well, just because it's I mean, the market cap of this thing is I can't remember. It's about, I don't know. It's about it's like 500,000. It's
Yeah.
like nothing. It's almost like a meme coin, but there is actually a business behind it. However, before you actually sort of pile into this, just do be aware that ZoidPay, buying ZoidPay is a bit like buying that island. What's it called? Is it Kiribati? There's an island in the South Pacific somewhere that is disappearing. It actually won't be here in 50 years' time. Because it's so it is a bit like buying that, because
That's like most alts, I think.
yeah.
Like
But this is for sure, because ZoidPay is going to transform into another token, which is actually called Other, which is a dreadful name, as we spoke about on Friday.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to transform to Other, and that is going to be on the Solana blockchain. So that should be a good thing. However, when it does that, the token exchange rate is going to be 1-to-1, but there's actually going to be more tokens. So there's going to be a dilution of tokens and stuff. But there are various tokenomics which still mean that it actually still could be okay, actually. But just be aware of that anyway. If you want any details of it, just leave a comment below, and I'll make an extra video about it. But I thought that was really good how Quadzilla did do its thing and actually come back down here and show that, really. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say at the moment. Do you want to talk about me? Normally, at this point, you say, I say, have you got much to do, to talk about? And you say, actually, there's quite a lot to talk about. And
well, you don't need me. You can just
So,
carry both sides of the conversation.
so
yeah.
have you got anything to talk about?
No. Well, yeah, one or two things. But first, just before we go to that, should we zip through the chat and do the requisite hellos and things?
So I forgot there's other people here as well. Scotty Charisma. Hello, mate. How you doing? If it's
not too great from the looks of it.
Oh no, is that a? Oh no, it's a. Oh there. Oh. Soothing relaxation music channel. I don't look at your channel. I was expecting to see some soothing relaxation music, and I couldn't see any.
With just very scary, just death metal music or something.
It was just no videos anyway. But I was.
So this one, I think that was in response to that one.
Oh, sorry, Payos. Okay.
Yeah, that was in response to that. So okay. I guess we've looked at it now, haven't we? So.
If we get time, there's a couple of things I might want to have a look at, but we'll see. KB, hello KB, Kaz, hello guys, hello Kaz. Firewatch, afternoon everyone, afternoon indeed. Roosevelt, hello mate, good morning. Nice to see you here. I'm currently long. Yeah, actually, so am I actually. But
charts are looking good on this Monday.
Not in a big way, but I'm cautiously long. Let's put it that way. I've actually gone back to using sensible leverage and not ridiculous stuff like I had been doing. Scotty Charisma saying, "Lol." Kaz, geez, look at how that pinpoint. I know it was great, wasn't it? I love Quadzilla. I know we invented it, but it's like. I suppose you think your own children are the most beautiful children in the world, but it is a bit like that actually. Oh, Vanuatu, that's it. Yeah, there you go. That's that. Yeah, actually, is that the one? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Quadrill for the win. It always does that on spell check.
The autocorrect. Yeah.
Yeah. What is a quadrill? Is that sounds like some sort of mole? I don't know. I believe ZoidPay is going to 50 cents. If it does, I can probably retire.
So yeah, you have to really, really believe in that case.
Yeah, I must admit, my average buy price. I don't know what my average buy price is because I bought a load more cheap now. But I know, like a year or so ago, my average buy price was 12 cents, and I actually bought a hell of a lot. This feels like a bear market. It does indeed, and that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
Hello, the Joker. Okay, not sure who. That's probably one of us.
Probably the I think the avatar, the soothing relaxation music channel.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, by the way, soothing relaxation music channel. I think I saw you either followed or retweeted or something on my X. So thank you for that. Do appreciate that.
Oh.
I just noticed that because I remember seeing the name and thinking that's an interesting name.
Actually, something I've learned actually is if you want to big up someone's tweet, someone's X post, the little bookmark thing works really well as well. So if you get like multiple people bookmarking the same post, that pushes it up the algorithm a lot as well. So maybe we should encourage people to like things, comment on things, and then maybe bookmark it as well if you can.
A good thing to add to a tweet as well is like if it's a price prediction, say bookmark.
Yeah, so people actually want to, and but I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I've never even sort of used it much, But
yeah, that's
anyway.
probably why it's treated as significant. So when the times when somebody does,
it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Another thing I do sometimes is I tend to quote post something if I want to big it up. Like I do that with your ones, And I have a feeling that as a slightly stronger thing than just doing a comment. I'm not sure, but Anyway, soothing. It's a very long name, that isn't. I bought Zoid Pay earlier this year because of me. Nothing in this anything is ever financial advice, by the way.
Basically, do the opposite mostly.
Yeah, glad I didn't listen to you 2 years ago. No. So many people did. I actually looked at my my shopping pool, which is like the kind of node thingy where I was sort of encouraging people to sort of, and basically I said, like, if you're going to stake some Zoid Pay in a shopping pool, stake it in mine, and I'll do everything I can to make it really attractive. So I made sure I got like lots of people in there. I added some NFTs, which boosted up the APR and stuff like that. And I spent a lot of money on them things. They're horrible as well. And I did all that sort of stuff, to make it as attractive as possible. Because I was thinking, like, when the app comes out, you're going to get a share of the rewards, and it's all going to be brilliant. And the app never came out, and consequently, the price of the token plummeted. And then, I don't know. Anyway, it's well, hopefully it will turn around soon. But
Sure. And NFTs, and it's probably a bit random, but just you mentioned NFTs, so I mean, talk about horrible. The NFTs generally were horrible, I think, because just the whole thing, and like expensive JPEGs. I'm so glad they don't seem to have happened again. Not this time around, not so far anyway.
I just never understood. I never understood why they were so like pig ugly. I mean,
like bored apes. They're just horrible.
They are, yeah,
horrible.
I had this idea with my eldest daughter, she's at uni doing fine art now, but in her gap year, I even bought her an iPad and a little Apple Pencil thing, So, and I say, can you make some NFTs for me? Like, you make a, make a series of them, and but make them like absolutely beautiful, and we had this kind of idea of this kind of like, sort of like fairies, a bit like, do you remember the old flower fairy type things from like 70s? That kind of thing, but kind of mystical creatures, but kind of like really like, mostly girls, I suppose, sort of like, things that are like really pretty to look at and just like really pleasing on the eye. And
something that's just not grotesque.
Yeah, and I just had this
makes you want to look away.
Yeah, and I just had this idea of like, let's actually make NFTs beautiful, and yeah, she never got round to it, unfortunately. But um, she went off travelling around Europe instead on trains. But yeah, but that was my idea then. Anyway, but even so, I don't think it would have achieved anything really, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Just a terrible idea. I still think it's a rubbish idea. I mean, the idea of something being not fungible isn't very good, is it?
No, exactly, and it's one of those weird things that then having to explain the meaning of that to anyone. So you have to kind of sell the concept before selling the product, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just the whole thing's just
I'll tell you one exception though. Actually, is it's actually the reason this channel's called SaveWithCrypto is them when them unstoppable domains came out. That's the ones that end in like .crypto or .eth or .ftx or
talking of unstoppable. Yeah.
But you know, and when they came out, you know, the idea was they are actually an NFT. You actually mint them on I think it's on Ethereum, I think, or
that's kind of different when it's very much tied into the smart contract. So but I think so that's a genuine kind of good use of NFTs, or like if it's something for a legal contract, you know, potentially could be used for that if you know, if each country's legal system you know showed the willingness to actually catch up with that and adopt that. But then they're still kind of sending faxes, aren't they, as a legal requirement, that kind of thing. So it could take a while. But
even then though, I mean, the actual, you know, what I bought was savewith.crypto, and I thought, oh great, I'll just build a website. I'll build a website on this, and then I can have like affiliate links for exchanges, all that sort of thing. You know, I hadn't really thought about YouTube or anything like that then. But that was what I did. So I bought savewith.crypto, and then I realized you can't actually build a website on them. You can't just do what you do normally with a domain name where you change the name servers and build a website and boom, that's off you go. You can't do that with them. They're different kind of things, and they don't even get indexed by Google properly. So even that's a bit crap anyway. So that's why I ended up thinking, oh God, I need an actual normal domain name. Savewithcrypto.com had gone. So I ended up getting savewithcrypto.org really, because I quite like .orgs. I used to have a few of those, and they seem to work well, you know, with SEO wise. Anyway, I am digressing a lot, aren't I? And probably I've talked for half an hour about nothing to do with crypto really. I suppose it was vaguely.
Well, yeah, but it's about crypto in quotation marks rather than crypto.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to grab the screen and show us some stuff?
Sure. So I have got some TA to do.
Oh, have you? Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Bloody hell.
I tell you what, I did watch over the weekend. I watched Bob Monkhouse's Last Stand, and it was it was for anyone. For anyone who doesn't know, Bob Monkhouse was a stand-up comedian, game show host, and all that, and he died about 20 years ago, I think, actually. No, but or maybe it's not that long. But
no, it's more recent. But I think, but yeah, he was quite a talent, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I watched his last show when he kind of knew he was ill, and his timing and stuff was so brilliant. It was so good. Anyway, let's do this. Right.
Okay. And we now have a blank screen. I didn't plan that out real
well. I thought you'd be ready.
By the way, yeah. Let's see, what have we got? Yeah. By the way, that scaled creature that you saw in that video sequence just now is Quadzilla. In case anyone didn't know. So, and Quadzilla is our amazing indicator that we feature every now and again on the Save with Crypto YouTube channel and on X. Quadzilla, the indicator, is uncannily accurate, as we quite often see. So retracement levels in particular, well, the whole thing really, to be honest, it's pretty darn good. You also can own Quadzilla. Well, own it. You can license it. I should probably get that right. You also can license Quadzilla, available for house parties as well. On the annual plan, Quadzilla works out at an amazingly low £60 per month, which is insane, to be honest. You'll be virtually printing money using Quadzilla. It's that accurate, sort of consistent, and so on. On the monthly, it's still amazingly low. It's £80 a month. In fact, the vast majority of people, I think, tend to go for the monthly, and we've got a few on the annual plan as well. And you get all of these things, which is good. I suspect that everyone who's currently on the stream probably knows about Quadzilla anyway, so I won't dwell on that more. So a couple of things I did want to quickly mention, though, is, so one of the things is we have this page, which is essentially this kind of like the tutorial really for Quadzilla. So all of the indicator features laid out in one. It's over on Medium, and on here, yeah, it's all of that. There's a lot of screenshots. This essentially is all of the features of Quadzilla, just sort of they're just up to one particular occasion, I think, when just every single feature of Quadzilla just happens to be present on this chart. So I literally had to go searching just to find this. And in fact, one or two things have changed since this, so I may have to actually go back to whenever this was and actually retake the screenshot. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to it. But ultimately, when you've got Quadzilla showing on a chart, you tend to just kind of play off whatever's being signaled down here against whatever's being signaled up here, and then you kind of look for that divergence, really. And then, so when it's essentially when they're disagreeing, then it's good times, because there's kind of some kind of price reversal action either about to happen or in progress, and going to happen when that plays out, and so on. So it's pretty great when used like that. So this explains all through. So there's that. There's a bunch of other things I was going to go through on here to do with the market, but perhaps if I bring up this initially. So Bitcoin on the 2-hour. So this chart I posted into the Discord earlier on this morning, and amongst a whole bunch of other screenshots of charts and things. But this one I thought kind of captures the current direction of Bitcoin as it's happening. So obviously we had that just dumpola overnight in UK time, and this ascending trend line has turned out to be quite significant. So I remember drawing this in. I mean, I kind of deleted it, I think, but also just drew it in at some point when it was just these two. It's kind of forming a bit of a, I don't know, is that a double bottom, kind of? When one's higher up. Yeah. And now it's obviously triple bottomed off that and away. So nice sort of ascending support level, essentially. So, and also what this has also shown is we've got this bearish retracement level, which is at 111.6. So as long as Bitcoin can hold above this ascending level, and as long as these EMA trend lines can turn around, which I think they're starting to. I'm not showing the red 5 EMA on there, but I bet that's already kind of turned. And I was going to say, as long as actually, did that just appear just then? Or was that already there? The green background.
On what time frame? Oh no,
On
it
the
wasn't.
2 hour.
No, it was there. It was there on the 1 hour, but not the 2 hour.
Oh, it's gone again. Okay, there you
Okay.
go. This is live TA, as you can see. Back again.
Yeah.
Yay! It's like the indicators working on the car. So yeah, so the stochastic momentum oscillator, what that we have here, has basically curved round. So that this kind of visualization of the quad stochastic, basically the 4 stochastics that we have on here, this shows, so the red one is a fast moving stochastic, and the white is the sort of weighted average of those. So, and it's kind of weighted towards the slower moving, but it actually includes the red within its weighted average as well. So, and the reason for that is so that it kind of tends to want to converge, essentially. But when it does, when it converges like this, and that's a strong sign because it means that all of the 4 stochastics are kind of in agreement at that point. And also when it's come down into oversold like this, and has just really kind of strongly curved round to the upside, that is also a very strong sign of a price reversal, and that momentum is just going to kind of work its way up. And then when you get the green background, that's an even stronger sign. So that's all really kind of happening. So yeah, as long as that keeps happening, then we should make our way up. Because I was going to say as long as this can happen, but then I see that it's already happened. So that's pretty positive. What else can we show on this? What was also really nice, just to quickly mention this, is that back here, which was on Friday at 11 a.m. UK time, Quadzilla actually showed up. It called this. It showed this super up signal, which is the sort of green blobby kind of index card thing there, pointing upwards, and the brighter green background there as well. So that suggested, like, just, hey, we've kind of bottomed out here. That's the end of the down. Now we're looking towards the up. So really, that kind of called the that overall ascending trend, which is it's just pretty huge, to be honest. Do I cover this just momentarily? Well, just while we're there, this retracement level played out very nicely, because it was the up, then the down, and then the kind of mega up, really. So that's essentially 3 trades in one that's showing, and that one was called pretty nicely. It's kind of a up, down, and then back up, and that bearish retracement level called it down, the up and the down, really, really nicely. We might well see something similar here, because that's already had its down, not quite up. It's still on the up. I think when this tends to happen, when this happens, when it nearly reaches the line, but comes back down, that tends to suggest that there may not be very much downside to this, like in terms of a reaction, like a price reversal. So we might see a sort of down, up just above, and then if it comes back down, it's going to be probably not that far below it, and then we would hope just kind of continue off to the upside then. So yeah, certainly on the 2 hour, that's looking pretty strong. And I think that, did we get a... Oops, sorry, this one. So yeah, Scotty Charisma is saying, is Bitcoin turning around? I believe so, certainly at the moment. This could be one of those kind of just fake out things before the US Open. That'd be really annoying. If
I mean,
the US opens kind of negative and plunges the price, but I don't know, can you see it?
I am just looking at it on the 1 minute time frame, and there's like
to get the big picture.
Well, no, all I'm saying is that there's a retracement line down at like 107,247, so we might wiggle around a bit where we are now, sort of before going up properly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, which one's that? So 107.2. Is that on the same? I mean, there's that one.
Is that the 1 minute?
Yeah, it's on the index.
Oh, okay. I'm looking on the Bybit chart.
Okay, maybe that's even. Well, I suppose because it'd be perpetuals, wouldn't it? So that'd be probably a bit more in the moment, as it were.
Okay, let's not worry about that then.
Sure. But yeah, generally this is looking pretty good. I mean, that showed it pretty nicely, didn't it? Because with the trend shield was kind of saying we can expect downside. It went back by the time. No, about there, yeah, and then showed the red background, and the trend shield is starting to fade out, and then so it's like wait for it, now, and down it went. So if you're scalping, then the 1 minute can just like using what's down here with what's up there can work out really, really nicely. But yeah, just should we have a look at a few other time frames. So we looked at the 2 hour, 30 minute. What's that telling us? I mean, actually, I think this is another chart that I posted this morning. So yeah, that level at 108.5. That's in its step 3 now. So we've done it up, down. So it's expecting the back up. So I think once the price manages to sort of push through this level, it ought to just kind of head up quite strongly. Because the faster moving stochastic has already made its way up into the above 80% area, but the rest of the stochastic is still kind of making their way up, and so that kind of allows plenty of room for strong upside, I would think. A similar thing again, the trend shield is showing, and it kind of super upped there, but wasn't quite ready, as shown here, really, and also by the shape of the convergence band and so on. This is very much like not quite. Oh, also, talking of fusing these together, so that super up shows, but the EMAs were coming down very, very sharply there. So that very much was just a sort of a sign of like, well, we're out there, not quite yet. Easy tiger, just hold fire there. But then obviously these kind of came round, and then at this point you can kind of see that there's upward movement. So yeah, generally, so 30 minutes is also kind of looking good, isn't it? Just jump out to the 9 hour just to get a bit more of an overview kind of view. Is there anything down here? Yeah. 94. Yeah, that's the old just, well, hey, it's showing, but it's never going to come down to that level.
Well,
and then so often it does.
Never say never.
Yeah, exactly. But you see lots of tweets that are just like, Bitcoin is never going to trade below 100k again. And as I saw one recently, there's Bitcoin is never going to trade below 110 again, and so on.
I know.
So click fodder, really.
I used to pay attention to that sort of thing years ago. Sort of like when people would say like 30k incoming, like why?
Woohoo!
You just
book that extension to the house or whatever. Just we're getting a conservatory.
Yeah, and just I don't know, just so many people just like pluck figures out their arse, really, and that's it, really.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Can't really do like Twitter-based TA, really,
No.
because just when it comes down to it, all of it is just I don't know, just individual Twitterers just trying to build their channel. I think just posting what's needed.
Right. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
just that's my slightly cynical feel of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
If I post enough opinions, one of them will turn out to be right at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. With that said, please follow me on Twitter, on X.
Oh, yeah.
I'd really appreciate it.
Right. Oh, you did change your thingy in the description, didn't you? That's good.
Yeah. Let me bring up this page again. So it's now. Why the hell did I do this? But it's now Mafftopia, and we're live on X, as you can see. So anyone watching on X, three of you, I believe. Hello and thank you very much for watching on there. Anyone watching on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, maybe also just opening this up in a separate browser window or something, that'd be much appreciated. Just push the numbers up a bit, and maybe a like and a retweet or whatever would also be hugely appreciated. But while I'm here, there was this which I wanted to highlight. So psychedelic, with a kitchen knife in their bio. That's interestingly worrying. But so yeah, they were saying, my God, the sentiment is wild. I think this is in answer to some other post, but basically came back after a nice weekend away to this, which I think was the price plunge. So man, so many are capitulating here right before full-scale liquidity, global injections. Bros, isn't that a 1980s band? Bros, bear markets don't start on the precipice of global liquidity expansion. All right. Right now we have the most favourable macro environment we've had in years. TGA sitting at $1 trillion. The yen stimulus 100 billion per bok, 900 billion yuan. 50 billion Fed injected into repo Friday. So yes, and then essentially just saying like, good things about to happen. But yeah, kind of a fact check, I suppose, on that. So that the Federal Reserve has they've executed significant liquidity operations lately. So October 31st, they injected $29.4 billion. There's a series of overnight repo operations. Apparently, that was the largest single-day liquidity injection since the pandemic. So kind of gosh. So woohoo! Our currency is going to be debased. Good for Bitcoin, I guess, but bad for just most other things. But reflects. So yeah, kind of there's the banking system is creaking. I think it's what it amounts to. So because like U.S. bank reserves are approaching a 4-year low of about $2.8 trillion, which isn't that much for like the entire U.S. banking system. That is a bit worrying. So they I guess so that they can keep on being irresponsible, they need that cash injection. So yeah, it's not a value injection, is it? That's the thing. It's just I don't know. In effect, they get an injection of a larger amount of a pool that kind of stays the same size, just in terms of the overall just currency value. I guess that's how debasement works, isn't it? But yeah, in terms of this, I guess that's good. I should be trying to stay positive on it. So yeah, China's been doing a lot of liquidity injection as well. So I think so $24.9 trillion of economic stimulus this year. So, I mean, obviously they're pushing for domestic growth. So PBOC is the People's Bank of China. Okay. So they conducted record cash infusions to reinforce the banking sector, coordinating with what the Fed were doing, which is nice. A bit of collaboration there to debase our wealth, our fiat wealth anyway. Global money supply expansion. So in other words, M2, which obviously we tend to watch for Bitcoin purposes. So that increased by approximately 8% from since January 2025. Okay, so this year, the M2 global money supply has gone up about 8%. So it was $102 trillion. Now it's about 107 trillion. So gone up by 8%. Obviously, but in that time, Bitcoin has just kind of stayed the same. It's gone up and down, isn't it? But it's kind of stayed the same value. So it's gone down a bit, if anything. So there's obviously room for a lot of room for Bitcoin still to catch up there, I think. Bit of institutional demand. So I don't know. Yeah. What else? I suppose. So generally, I mean, I know I was sounding a bit negative about all of that, but I think that would work out overall positive. I think for just for the stocks, metals, Bitcoin, and so on to push their way up for a while at least. So yeah, actually, let's give this a quick refresh. So the sort of toot announcement of the Bitcoin liquidation heat map coming in.
Bitcoin liquidation heat map.
Yeah. Exactly.
I actually used to know the guy who did Friday the 13th at cinemas all over London. You know, sort of used to do that little jingle that used to have on the telly.
Oh wow, okay.
And, a guy called Dave McNally. Yeah, and but he used to like walk in a pub, you know, and he used to talk in that voice, and he'd walk up to the bar, and he'd sort of put his hands on his hips and sort of rock backwards and forwards, saying, "I think I'll have a large Courvoisier."
So large Courvoisier coming to a bar near you in a glass that I will drink.
Yeah.
This, what's that doing? That's looking uppy, isn't it? That's looking like there's this on the on the 1 week. So lots of liquidity, just kind of as long as you can get up there, but there's not a lot of just sell pressure on the way up, is there? There's just this. So I think if we can get above the levels that I was talking about just now on the chart, then you could just see a lot of this liquidity being eaten up. So we could see just an awful lot of shorts being liquidated on the way up, just until kind of around about, well, I don't know, it's certainly up to there, like 112-ish. And then just there's some hopium thinking that, and then we'll just push on up through this, but it's going to be around here, isn't it, for a while. So see, we could push up to there, 111, 112, and then a bit of consolidation for a bit, I would think. And then hopefully Moonvember will be back on, which kind of means it needs to get above bleeding 120, 126. Talking of, let's have a quick look at this. So I feel like that needed a jingle to bring into this. So
what? Just this, and now
well, basically
this.
The Bitcoin on the 1 month leader. That's kind of going back to December 17th. So we've had this upward trend, repeatedly touched this trend line. It seems to be a trend line theme today's TA. But we kind of touched it all the way back there, and again here, reached for it, didn't quite hit the ceiling there. Needs to grow a bit, and but just game on again, back up here, and October hit it with its all-time high, which is just nice. Nice to see. If we can kind of do that, actually switch these off. We'll get rid of them. Bink and bink. Yeah, if we can see that kind of happening again. So November hasn't started off that great, is it?
Not really.
Considering
No.
it's meant to be like the purposeful whoomp up to the top. Mind you, so actually, what are we on now? 3rd of November. Still got a way to go. So if we saw a just humongous positive move for the rest of the month up to there, then that we might expect. What is it? Yeah, 128. If I've drawn that right. Really kind of 127, 128. So it'd be a new all-time high. If it merely touched this upward trend line by the end of November, I think a lot of people would be quite annoyed if that was all we got for the end of this month. But then, just given kind of the things that we were talking about just now, with the sort of economic stimulus coming up, potentially another rate cut coming up, and just as long as the anticipation of that, the expectation of it goes into the high percentages of likelihood of probability, then there'll be front running of that happening with luck. So then, by rights, December, if it doesn't happen in November, then December ought to see this sort of thing, shouldn't it? Really, and my random line drawing there will bring us up kind of above 130. But whoops, sorry. Yeah. If we just continued on that line, then that would be a December end of 129, maybe 130, pushing it. So purely on straight line number go up, nothing else changes, kind of analysis, we'd be looking at 130,000 at the end of the year. But if the bull market keeps on going into next year, which, going by this, if there isn't kind of a stratospheric, just hyperbolic blow off top within Q4 of this year, then, and it's just more of a kind of steady tsunami swell rising, kind of level going up, carrying up the rising tide essentially, then that would suggest more that it could just kind of carry on the way that this hypothetically is going into Q1 or even Q2 of next year. Then that would bring us kind of more to above the 130s. So a bit more reserved, but it would keep on going. Then it's just entirely down to which camp that you're in terms of is the bull run already over? Is it just downhill from here, or do we do this blow off top in Q4, or do we just carry on up the line? Those are kind of the three things, really, aren't they? That no one really knows, no matter how confident they are on X, and how many subscribers that they gain every time they post something bullish on X or whatever. So yeah, how much time have we got? Because it's going to.
It's up to you entirely. I'm all right for another quarter of an hour or so. I was just going to say I was just flicking about on the 2-hour time frame, looking at those green backgrounds from Quadzilla that you were talking about. So the one for Bitcoin, there's quite a solid current green background now on the 2-hour time frame. Ethereum's last 2-hour candle did close with a green background, and so did Sui and Solana actually. So with a few with a few of those sort of alts looking like they might turn around, that could sort of I don't know, it looks like it's going to go up. There is there is some P something I data though today, isn't there? Sort of at 3 o'clock. So I
Oh,
don't
is
know.
it? Oh, okay. P something I. Let's should have a quick search on that.
PMI is it? I don't know.
Oh, is that the what's the M thing? Not mechanical machinery. Don't know.
Don't know. I just
It's an important thing anyway, I guess.
I just saw it in
So,
a chart somewhere, and I've lost it again there. Oh, there you go. It is. Oh, sorry. It is the ISM manufacturing PMI, wherever that is. So
manufacturing is what I was thinking.
M is probably
Something manufacturing index. Yeah.
So that one is like, I don't know, forecast 49.5, whatever that is, and previous was 49.1. So I don't know what that means, but that's happening at 3 p.m. GMT.
So basically, if it's because those sorts of forecasts are usually front run, aren't they? So if it comes in at that level, then just business as usual. If it comes in higher, I assume, then we might expect some upward price action. If it's lower, then down we
Right.
go. Depends, doesn't it? So as I say, it could the anticipated could already be priced in, so it might be a bit of a nothing burger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we'll see. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. In fact, just while we're here, because I noticed here on Solana, I drew in some lines before. These were probably on the 4 hour or something like that, but they seem to be kind of holding true here. So obviously we're down well below those at the moment. Solana obviously just kind of did its copycat thing, just following as the rest of the alt market did, I suppose, just following Bitcoin down. So, God, gee, where's 175? That's got to be a hell of a long from there, isn't it? I mean, Quadzilla agrees, kind of. Could do with the the stochastics just curving up a bit more there.
Yeah. Nevertheless, that is that the 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hour. Is that the current candle, or is that the one before?
It's on the one before, to be fair. Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
So
Let's bring that up a bit. Yeah. So. So in terms of just like in fact there, yeah, that's looking like it pumped, come it down. Let's go to 30. That tends to be quite good for Solana. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, there's that's suggesting that it kind of maybe wants to go up. What do we got here? Let's put on the volume. Man, it's the usual thing that when there's a sell-off, the sell-off is really strong, and like these just look how much higher generally that the sell-offs are than the buy-ons. Is that the opposite of a sell-off? We've got some strong buy-ons here, haven't we? So yeah, I don't know. It's just they're wimpy. They're rubbish. Just come on, bulls, have some more conviction.
yeah,
I don't know. That's the only kind of negative thing I would really suggest about this. It's just, I mean that's potentially, there's a bounce there that might turn into a bit of a potential double bottom if it blink. It seems like that may want to happen there, but as long as it can hold that support, I think. Because even this, I mean, the faster moving stochastic is obviously raced up, so woohoo! But the weighted average is very much, it's like, just come back, Sonny. Not yet. It's got the slower wisdom. it obviously kind of feels it's just the price isn't just ready to rush up just yet. I think it will. It seems like it wants to, but at first it's got some unfinished business down here, isn't it? From the looks of that.
Yeah.
That's kind of initial feeling on that. 4 hour. Oh, that's nice. 4 hour, that's not looking strong. Unless there's just an unadulteratedly sharp turnaround for some external reason. That's not looking like a strong chart that's about to reverse and head up at the moment.
No. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. On that really depressing note, unless you trade it. I mean, what would you do? Would you long? Are you actually in a Solana long at the moment?
I'm not at the moment.
Yeah. Would you open a long just there?
I'd probably do that thing where I sort of like, I'll sort of go in with a bit of capital, with the idea that if it goes a bit lower, I'll do another buy and sort of like, basically try and sort of scale into a position. I know that's not the best way to trade at all, but like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I tend to do that sometimes, and
Yeah.
so it's not the best way to do it, really.
Yeah. At this level here, just if I can get it. Yeah.
But you're right, I probably should wait for that 4 hour, really. Wait for that 4 hour to look a bit more curly uppy.
Yeah. So this bullish retracement is another one that kind of it stopped plotting, but even when they stop plotting, they are still very much valid, and it just suggests that it's a long-term support or resistance line, support line, hopefully in this case.
Yeah.
So we could see. I mean, obviously, this is entirely dependent, really, on Bitcoin. Whatever kind of TA we do on here, it's going to be Bitcoin that decides it somewhat. But because, like here, for example, that was something of a drop. That was looking very, very negative. Obviously, it didn't get down to oversold, but the reversal when that came was sharp, and sharp and sudden, really, because that was still. Well, I don't know. It had leveled off more before that. So there was, to be fair, that there was some indication that the price drop was starting to level off. On the longer term stochastic. So here, the red, you can kind of see it. The red is, pinioned round sharply, but it's different, isn't it, from that, because the longer term stochastic is still just kind of downwards, hasn't really leveled off yet. I feel like it might want to. If it can just start to curve round, come on, curve round, then we should see some some sign of a reversal then. But if it drops below that, kind of interestingly, that level I drew in on the lower time frame kind of ties in with that, kind of just there, doesn't it? So yeah, if this level fails, which was whatever that was, not far below really, 173.7. If that level fails, you can see it dropping down to here and completing this retracement level, which is 168.9.
Right.
0.99, could call that 169 really, and then up from there, I think. If it can at least just get above one of these levels, it's because it's also broken that kind of. Well, in fact, there wasn't really any high or low going on here. It's a messy chart. What's wrong with you, Solana? Just tidy up your charts.
Yeah.
Can't really read much in the way of, oh yeah, this is just strongly making its way upwards there, or anything like that. It's all over the place. So I think I'm done. That's that really.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So, I didn't say hello to Nick. Hello, Nick. How you doing? Another Dave saying wait for us for the super up signal. That's probably a good call, actually. To be honest,
Yeah,
doesn't always appear though. That's the thing. It
yeah,
has to be quite an extreme condition for that to appear. But
yeah,
but that's probably a good thing. To
yeah.
kind of
I
stop.
think on the 4 hour, especially if that does show up, then it's like here that showed up.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, there isn't it? And that was definitely one to pay attention to because I think on the 4 hour it also tends not to be immediate, but it is a sign that just okay now pay attention. So it's not so much go long now because none of these are signals to immediately do something, just go in blind. They're very much just oh by the way now pay attention because things are strongly looking like they're on the turn.
It's not quite
And so
that
then
casual, is it? It's not quite. Oh, by the way, it's like oh,
alert,
pay
alert, yeah.
there's somewhere in between, sort of like, oh, pay attention,
Yeah, so yeah, so it isn't the attention parrot. Just attention, attention. It's yeah, it's the I don't know. I won't go down different animal impressions and things, talky animal
Go on,
impressions. But
go on.
yeah, but yeah. So that could. I mean that one was very much just yeah. Hey man, pay attention. Is the attention sloth
Okay.
saying just yeah? You may want to start looking into this and think maybe the price is going to reverse, and then of course it does.
The thing being with the 4 hour ones is you've got time, you've got time to sort of like work out your plan, but when you see that, it's probably going to be a pretty good kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So that's kind of what it boils down to, isn't it? So if we do see that here, especially given this price action that's going on, then that'd be massive on the 4 hour. I would think. I mean the strength of that move there when that last showed up. Well, obviously it's not so good if let's do that. The strength of that move there was humongous. So yeah, it was all of that, kind of up to. In fact, it bloody was, to be honest. It's up to like above 230, kind of from down there really at below 200. So that was a very significant price move the last time that showed up on the 4 hour. If we get that again here, I think it's going to be very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a good call actually, to watch out for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I really am done now.
Yeah, I need to go and get my my youngest daughter, but yeah, thank you very much for all that. That's really good. Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, we'll see what happens. I think we're like America's back on normal time on daylight savings, aren't they? So I think New York Open is now back to hour 2:30, I think, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. So got all that time to wait.
So there is that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in an hour and 15 minutes. Right. Thank you very much for everyone coming along. Thank you again, Maff, for talking us through all that. That's really cool.
Very welcome. Yeah.
Please do, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, we do have this indicator. It's called Quadzilla, and it is amazing. It can really turn you into a profitable trader, and it has done with many people in the Discord, certainly. Have you seen that guy Teamwork? He's just killing it. He's just doing trade after trade with like massive profits. He's
it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
he's just like absolutely killing it. Yeah, I think we need to grill him a bit on his technique, because whatever he's doing, it's just bloody amazing. He's trading really weird.
Actually, just yeah. So I should move that in a bit more. Yeah, I mean 24. So that's on. I mean that's 50x leverage. For this one I found quite. I mean, so yeah, this is talking about the Coin M futures trading. So, which is pretty great, to be honest. The fact that more exchange. So, Bitunix, of course, has started to offer coin M trading fairly recently, and so obviously it means essentially that that you can, if you've got some spare Bitcoin or spare Solana lying around, then you can actually put it to good use. So rather than the French government seeing it as unproductive wealth, and you can actually make it productive wealth and trade with it, because why not? As long as you're careful, and use Quadzilla, then yeah, absolutely. So yes, scrolling up a bit. This bloke did pretty well with Tesla,
Oh, yeah.
and 73% gains. There's only 5x as well. It's Firewatch. That's superb. On. Good to see Lee back there, posting winnings in there as well. Hi if you're watching, Lee. And and Firewatch again, close to 40% on that. Teamwork, and on. It's just some amazing gains in there. So yeah, that's that.
Brilliant. Okay, right. I better go, and you probably need to get to work.
I think I do. Yeah.
And yeah, was the one? Hang on. New York stock. It was in 50 minutes. Does it really? Oh, I don't know. Not sure about that. He uses some crazy leverage at times. Yeah, he does sometimes. Right. Anyway, right. I'm going to say goodbye again, actually. Right. So thank you, everyone, for coming along. Please do click like. It's really important. If you can retweet any of Maff's tweets on X, please do so. And if you can, click that little bookmark thing as well, which helps them stick as well. Yeah, and well, thank you very much from me. So we'll be back tomorrow, same time. I'll probably put out a video later on today about something, and we'll see you tomorrow. So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from him.
Take care.